Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be doing Anglo Chinese Primary School. I will be doing their combined prelim examinations in 2019. So this is paper 1, booklet A and B. So let's start. So the first question asks you to express 3080 cm in meters. So 1 meter, let me change my pen. So 1 meter is actually 100 cm, or you can say 100 cm is 100 cm equals to 1 meter. So 3080 cm is equals to, you can just divide this by 100 to get it into meters. So you should get 30.8 meters. So my answer should be 4. Okay, next, round 123.456 to the nearest 100. So 1, 2, 3.456. So this is my 10th place. So after that it will be 100th place. Okay. So when they want you to round off to the 100, so we'll get this. So 6 is above 5, so you round up. So my answer should be 123.46. So my answer is 4. Okay, next. Question 3. There are 2 containers with some water that are shown below. How much more water is there in container B than in container A? So, okay, the printing isn't that good, so I'll try my best. So if you see properly at container A, there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 portions to 100 ml. So I can say that each portion is actually 100 ml divided by 4, which is 25 ml. So my liquid here is actually above just 1 portion below my 200 ml. So I can say container A is just 175 ml. So I will label 175 ml. And for container B, there is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 portions to 500 ml. So 500 ml divided by 5, 100 ml. And container B is actually 3 portions. So I take 100 ml times 3, and I should get 300 ml. So container B has 300 ml of liquid. So the question is, how much more water is there in container B than in container A? So they want you to find how much more. They don't want you to find how much is there in container A or in container B. So they want you to find how much more. So you take 300 ml minus 175 ml. You should get 125 ml. Okay, so for you guys, please do your workings at the side. Yeah, and that's what you all are supposed to do. Normally for me, I will just use mental calculation, so I normally just skip my working. Yeah, so my answer should be 1. Moving on, which of the following is the same as 7040 cm cube? So here is cm cube, so it's actually volume. Okay, so 1000 cm cube is actually 1000 ml, because 1 cm cube is 1 ml, and 1000 ml is actually 1 liter. So if I got 7040 cm cube, so my 7000 cm cube can be equals to 7000 ml, which can be 7 liters, and my 40 cm cube will be 40 ml. So my answer can be 7 liters and 40 ml. So answer should be 2. Okay, let's move on. So the graph shows the number of chairs sold by a store from May to August, in which 2 months were a total of 76 chairs sold. So they're looking for 76 chairs sold. So now here I actually have a bar graph. So try to label every month so that you'll be clear that each month how many chairs are actually being sold. So first, let me see the portions and see how much one portion actually means. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so it's 5 portion to 10. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this 20. Yeah, so one portion is actually equals to 2. So this 20, 22, 24. So May should have 24. And 30 should be here. Let me use a ruler to do this. If this is 30, another 3 portions, 1, 2, 3. So June should be 36. And if 60 is here, 2 portions down should be minus 4. So 60 minus 4 should be 56. And let me double check. Yeah, 3 portions up is 56 also. So last one is August. August is 40. So they want a total of 76 chairs. So you have to find which 2 months add up together that give you 76. So if you are fast, you should know that it's actually June and August. It should give you 76. Yeah. And my answer is 3. Next, which of the following fractions is closest to 4? Okay, so what I like to do is I like to convert fractions to decimals. So 3.5 is actually 3.5. 4 and 1/5 is actually 4.2. 4 and 1/4 is actually 4.25. And 1/6 is the hardest, so you have to just imagine you take 10 divided by 6. You should get 1.6667 around there. So if I were to convert this to decimals, it should be 3.167 around there. Yeah, so I want the fraction that is closest to 4. So obviously 1 is out because it's too far away from 4. 2 is also too far away from 4. So it's either 3 or 4. 3 is a bit further away from 4 because there's a 0.05 extra. So my answer should be 4. Okay, next. Question 7. How many whole numbers from 29 to 62 are divisible by 5? So we can just list them out. So numbers that are divisible by 5 are actually multiples of 5. So there will be 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my answer should be 2. Next, question 6. In a diagram, A, B, C are 3 points on the ground. A is north of B, and angle ABC is 135 degrees. In what direction is point C from B? Okay, so as you see in this paper, it's nicely draw out for you the compass. So normally for dealing with this type of questions, please draw your compass. So this is north, south, east, and west. Yeah. And if I want to find in what direction is point C from B, so I must look from point B. So from point B, you can actually draw your compass here. North, south, east, west. The direction is actually diagonally downwards to the right, and the answer should actually be southeast. Yeah, southeast. Okay, moving on. Which of the words below has parallel lines and no perpendicular lines? So they want you to find a letter with parallel lines and no perpendicular lines. So if you do want perpendicular lines, T is definitely out, and H is definitely out because of the 90 degrees and the 90 degrees here. So my option is either 1 or 3, which is W and A. So you have to check which of the letters have remaining actually has parallel lines. So you look at A, is there parallel lines? I don't think so. There's no parallel lines at all. Whereas for W, there's actually 2 sets of parallel lines, which is here. Let me grab a pencil. And here. So my answer should be 1. Okay, next. The graph below shows the height of a plant from January to May. In which of the following periods did the plant grow by 24 cm? So first, try to find out at each month what was the height of the plant. So same thing, I'm going to label again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 10. 1, 2, 3. So January should be 16. February should be 24. March should be 36. April should be, looks like 60 on the dot. And lastly, I have May, which is 2 portions now, so it should be 76. So they want you to find a month where there is a 24 cm growth. Yeah. So let's look through this slowly. Okay, so from here to here is actually 8. From here to here is actually 12. From here to here is actually 24. Yes, this is what we are finding. And from here is 16. 15. So I think my answer is, I got my answer. It's from March to April. So my answer should be 3. Okay, next. The figure is made out of 4 quarter circles of radius 10 cm. So my radius here is 10 cm. So I assume all of them are the same size. So find the perimeter of the figure. Okay. So I have a quarter of a full circle circumference, another one here, another one here, another one here. Let me grab a highlighter so it's clearer. So one here, one here, one here, and one here. So we can actually just directly find the circumference of a circle. So circumference of a circle, so this should be pi times 2 times r is 10 cm, and they ask you to take pi as 314, so 3.14 times 2 times 10 cm, so you should get 62.8 cm. So next you have to find out parts like this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is a bit problematic. Yeah, so okay, I know it's not clear, but actually here it says 8 cm. So let me use a red pen to show you. So the one that I'm going to shade in red is actually 8 cm, and I think this part is also 8 cm. So what this means that actually these two parts are 2 cm, and these two parts are 2 cm as well. Am I right? No. I mean not these two parts. This part is 2 cm, this part is 2 cm. So let me label 2 cm, 2 cm, 2 cm, and 2 cm. So there are 4 2 cms. Yeah. And we still have these two, which are 10 and 10. So in total we have to add 10 plus 10 plus 4 of the 2's, which are 28, and we add 62.8 cm plus 28 cm. I should get 90.8 cm. Yeah, and that's my answer, which is 1. Okay, next. Ben, Charlotte, and Danny have some marbles. The ratio of the marbles Ben had to the marbles Charlotte have is 2:7. The total number of marbles Ben and Charlotte have is 3 times as many as the number of marbles Danny have. Ben and Danny have 300 marbles. How much marbles does Charlotte have? Okay, this is a chunk of paragraph and it's quite a lot of information. So let's break it down in line by line. So the first line is just introducing to you that there's 3 characters, which are Ben, Charlotte, and Danny. The next line says that the ratio of the number of marbles Ben has to the number of marbles that Charlotte has is 2:7. So let's write down the ratio. Ben is to Charlotte is 2:7. The total number of marbles Ben and Charlotte have is 3 times the number is 3 times as many as the number of marbles that Danny has. So we look here, Ben and Charlotte have 9 units. So if it's 3 times as many as the number of marbles that Danny has, so Danny should have 3 times less. So you can directly guess Danny should have 3 units. Okay, and continuing, Ben and Danny have 300 marbles. So Ben plus Danny is actually 2 plus 3 units, which is 5 units. So 300 marbles equals to 5 units. 1 unit equals to 300 divided by 5, which is 60. And how many marbles does Charlotte have? This is what the question is asking for. So we look back to our ratio again. Charlotte has 7 units. So we take 7 times 60, which equals 420. And my answer is 3. Okay, question 13. Mrs. Tan have 9 kg of flour. She used 1/3 of it to bake a cake. After that, she used half kg of the flour to bake some cookies. How much flour had she left? Okay, sometimes the question they like to confuse you in the sense like this. So you see, the second sentence says that she used 1/3 of it to bake a cake. And when the question says 1/3 of it, it actually means 1/3 of the 9 kg. And the next line, they will try to confuse you. So after that, she used half kg of the flour. So she did not use half of the 9 kg flour. She actually used half a kg. So sometimes I will convert this to decimals. This is what I always like to do. I convert it to decimals to prevent any confusion. And sometimes I will also label things like this of it, because I know it refers to flour. So I label the word it as 9 kg. So let's get started. So 1/3 of 9 kg is actually 3 kg. So she actually used 3 kg to bake a cake. And after that, she used half kg of the flour to bake some cookies. So in total, she actually used 3.5 kg of flour. So how much is she left with? It's actually 9 kg minus 3.5 kg, which is 5.5 kg. So she's left with 5.5 kg. Yeah, she's left with 5.5 kg. So the question asks you how much flour had she left. These are all in kgs. They are not asking you what fraction of the flour was left. She was asking you how much flour was left. So my answer is 5.5 kg. My answer should be 3. Okay, next question 14. So I have 9 cubes here which are stacked to form a solid. So they point to you directly the top view, front view, side view. So which of the following is the top view of the solid? So they want the top view. So you have to look in this direction. So if you look in this direction, there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I will just draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I move now along to the right. There should be 1 box, 2 box, 1 box, 2 box, and up there should be another box. They are connected. So by right you should only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 7 boxes that you see if you were to look from the top view. Why? Because 2 of the boxes are actually hidden from the top view, which are the ones that I'm shading now in red. And let me shade for you the surfaces that you should be seeing. Yep. So you should be looking at these surfaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have drawn it like this. So let's see which of the options are actually the answer. So if you were to look at 3, it's totally in the opposite direction. It's a mirror image, so it's wrong. Then if you were to look at 4, and if you flip 4 around, 4 is no different from 3 if you flip it. in the you flip it 180 degrees, you should see that 3 and 4 are the same, so 4 is wrong. And moving on, okay, I got my answer is 1. I'm left with 1 or 2, so you have to guess, you have to see which is your answer. What's the difference? Okay, I'm not so sure about this, but I think 1 and 2 is actually the same. Yeah, it looks the same. But never mind, I'll just put the answer as 1 or 2. So if you all know why they look the same, and if you all know what is the true correct answer, you all can comment down in the comment section box below and let me know. But for me, I feel it's the same. It looks the same. Because if I were to rotate this in an anti-clockwise fashion, and if I were to rotate this in a clockwise fashion, it should look the same as what I'm getting here. So my answer is either 1 or 2. I think both of them should be correct. Yeah. Okay. Next. Question 15. And I think this should be the last MCQ. So parking fees for the first 1 hour, you are charged $2.20. For the subsequent half hour and part thereof is 80 cents. So Miss Ranjit parked her car from 9 AM to 2:15 PM. How much did she pay for her parking? So from 9 AM to 2:15 PM. So some people like to write in the 24 hours format. I also like to do that, so I think it's clearer. So with this, you can tell that it's actually around 5 hours and 15 minutes. Yeah. So the first hour, she'll be charged $2.20. Then then you realize there's actually 4 hours and 15 minutes left. So 4 hours and 15 minutes, you can count each half an hour is 80 cents. So 1 hour is 80 cents times 2. So let me break this down for you. So 4 hours will be 80 cents times 2. 80 cents times 2 is 1 hour. So you times 4 again, that should be your 4 hours. And the last 15 minutes, you still have to charge 80 cents as well. So 80 cents times 2 is 160. 160 times 4 is $6.40. So just add this up using calculation. You should get $9.40, and this is what I'm getting. Okay, let's move on to Club B. So Ashley watched a movie that lasts for 149 minutes. The movie started at 11:05 AM. At what time did the movie end? So 149 minutes, convert it to hours and minutes. So it's 2 hours. 1 hour is 60 minutes. Is 2 hours and 29 minutes. Yeah, so another thing that I always ask students to practice is to practice their conversion. If they can practice their conversion fast, questions like this will be quite easy for them. And okay, so 11:05 AM, you go to 2 hours later, it should be 1:05 PM. And after the 1:05 PM, you add another 29 minutes. You should get 1 1:34 p.m. So my answer is 1:34 p.m. Okay, next. Express 3/11 as a decimal. So you have to divide this. So 3/11. So 0.2. So minus 20.2. So it's 0.8. So you move on to 7, which is 0.77. Then you get 0.030. Then you'll be 2% divided by 11, so minus 0.022. So 0.008. Okay, guys, please don't follow my working because it has been very long since I left primary school, so I apologize if my working is wrong, but I am quite sure that when you divide 3 by 11, you should get something like this. So it should be 0.272, and they want me round off to 2 decimal place. This is my second decimal place, so my answer should be 0.27. Okay, next. The figure shows a cuboid with a square base of 3 meters. So please take note, it's a square base, so you can write 3 meters here as well. The volume of the cuboid is 54 meter cube. So for this, all the units are in meters. Find the height of the cuboid. So find the base of the cuboid, which is 3 meters times 3 meters, which is 9 meters square. And to find the height, simply take the volume divided by the base area. So you'll get your height, which is 6 meters. Next, find the value of 2 minus 0.008. So please do your calculation, but I'm not going to go through this. This should be 1.992. Next. The figure shows a rectangular glass box filled with some unique cubes. Find how many more cubes are needed to fill the box completely. Okay, so we have to look from each angle. So we have to look at each side. So a cuboid or rectangle or square all have 3 sides, which is the length, the breadth, and the height. So we start from the height. So if you look at the highest object, this is 1, this is 2, then there should be 2 layers hidden underneath which you can't see. So the height is actually 4 unit cubes. Next, we move on to the breadth. So the breadth is here. So 1 cube here, 2 cube here, 3 cube here. So let me write this down for you so it will be clearer. So height is 4, breadth is 3, because 1, 2, 3. I mean the cubes are hidden, so you have to find, look carefully. And lastly, for the length, so the length is this side. So 1 cube here, 2 cube here, 3 cube here, 4 cube here, 5 cube here. So 5 cubes. So if you take 5 times 3 times 4, you should get 60. And it shows that this box can fill 60 cubes. So your next step is to find out how many cubes are there here. So normally I look from the top view. So let's clear this one first. So we know this row down is actually 4. So I have 4 already. Then this cube down here is also there's 2. This cube down here there's another 2. And these are all 1 cube, 1 cube, 1 cube, 1 cube, 1 cube, 1 cube, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So 5. So 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 13. So So you can just take 60 minus 13 and my answer should be 47. Yep. Okay. Next, question 21. The square below is made up of 4 identical rectangles. The perimeter of each rectangle is 40 cm. What is the area of the square? Okay, so you realize that these 4 rectangles, when they put together, they are placed together, they form a square. So what it means that actually the breadth of each rectangle is 1/4 of the length of the rectangle itself. So I can just write breadth is 1/4 of the length. So they tell you that perimeter of each rectangle is 40 cm. So let's draw a rectangle. So this I'll just write a length, which is equals to 4 breadth. Length equals to 4 breadth, breadth and breadth here. So in total, there's actually 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1, which is 10 breadth. So 10 breadth equals to 40 cm. 1 breadth equals to 4 cm. Okay, and we know that 1 length equals to 4 breadth, so which is 4 times 4, which is 16 cm. So we know from here to here is actually 16 cm, and they want you to find the area of the square. So all you need to do is just take 16 cm times 16 cm, which is 256 cm square. Okay, next. Laura have M pencils, Tom has twice as many pencils as Laura. They each bought another 7 pencils. How many pencils do they now have altogether in terms of M? So Laura has M pencils. Tom have twice as many as Laura, so Tom has 2M pencils. Then afterwards, each of them bought another 7, so plus 7 plus 7. Question wants you to find out how many pencils do they now have all together in terms of n. So just add them up together, which is 3m plus 14, 7. So doing algebra, algebra plus algebra, numbers plus numbers. Please do not mix them. Yeah. So my answer should be 3m plus 14 pencils. If you want to put a bracket to be clearer, it's also fine. Next, the average of a 1-digit number, a 2-digit number, and a 3-digit number is 368. What is the smallest possible 1-digit number? So in the end there's 3 numbers, right? So 368 divided by the average of these 3 numbers is this. So you have to take 368 times 3, which is 1104. Okay, so they ask you what is the smallest possible 1-digit number. So you can have, if you want the smallest possible 1-digit number, you must have the largest 3-digit number, which is 999. And you also have you must have the largest 2-digit number as well, which is 99. So if you add 999 to 99, it should give you 1098. So in the end, they want you to find the first digit number, because when you want to find the smallest possible 1-digit number, your 2-digit number, your 3-digit number must be the largest. So it's 99 and 999. So using this, you can just minus off. This is actually your total. So when you minus off, you should get your answer, which is your 1-digit number. So my answer is 6. Next, question 24. So the pie chart represents the number of each type of animals in a farm. There are equal number of horse and chickens. There are 15 horse and 2/3 of the animals are cows. How many cows are there? And they told you that there are equal number of horses and chickens. So if there are 15 horses, there should be 15 chickens. And looking at the pie chart, the horse and the chickens represent this part. They represent 3/5 of all the animals in the farm. So 15 plus 15 equals to 30, and 3/5 of all animals equals to 30. So I can say 1/5 equals to 10. So all animals should be, wait, I don't even need to find all animals. The question wants you to find how many cows are there. So cows is 2/5 of the animals, so 2/5 of the animals equals to 20. That's my answer. Next. Peter have 80 stickers. He used 1/4 of his stickers and gave 30% of his remaining stickers to Elijah. How many stickers had Peter left? So you can do this in parts. First, minus away his 1/4 of his stickers, and then after that minus 30% of the remaining stickers. Okay, so I will just minus this off. So 1/4 of 80 is actually 20. So he used 20 of them, so 80 minus 20, he's left with 60 stickers. And this is your remaining stickers. So label, and he gave 30% of the remaining stickers to Elijah. So 30%, which is 30 over 100 times 60, I should get 18. Okay, so he gave Elijah 18 stickers. So you take 60 minus 18, it should be 42. That's my answer. And this is what Peter, how many stickers that Peter had left. Next, question 26. Daniel paid $4,800 for a laptop and 5 cameras. A laptop costs 3 times as much as a camera. How much did the laptop cost? So let's try drawing a model for this. So I can say that a camera is 1 unit. So a laptop should be 3 units. Okay, so when I have 5 cameras, so that will be 5 units, and my laptop should be 3 units. This in total is $4,800. So in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 units is $4,800. So 8 units equals to $4,800. 1 unit equals to $4,800 divided by 8, which is $600. So the question wants you to find out how much did the laptop cost. So looking back at the model, your laptop is 3 units. So you take $600 times 3, and you should get $1,800. Okay, next. Last few questions. Question 27. Susan had 7/11 as many candles as Mary. After Mary gave 52 candles to Mary gave 52 candles to Mary. Both of them have had the same number of candies. How many candies did Susan have at first? Okay, so let me try to figure out what was wrong with this question. So look at the first line. Susan has 7/11 as many candies as Mary. So Susan have 7 units, whereas Mary have 11 units. So you can write this in ratio. So S is to M, Susan and Mary. So 7 is to 11. So the next line says that someone give 52 candies to another person. Both of them have the same number of candies. In this case, since Mary have more candies, if you see here that he has 11 units compared to Susan who have 7 units, so it could only be Mary giving Susan candies. So there should be some typo here. So this is my before, this is my after. So after they give, they have the same number of candies. So here, look here, the total number of units is actually 18 units. So after they give, they should have the same number of candies. So I can say that 18 units is split between 2 persons, so which is 9 units and 9 units. So through this process, actually 2 units was given to Susan, and this 2 units is represented by this 52 candies. So 2 units equals to 52, 1 unit equals to 52 divided by 2, which is 26. So 1 unit is 26. So the question asks you, how many candies did Susan have at first? So look at my ratio here. So look at before, because you want to see at first, so you look at the before ratio. So Susan actually have 7 units, so I just need to find 7 units. So 7 times 26, which is 182. Okay, next question 28. A triangle RST is drawn on the square grid below. Draw and label a rectangle STUV on the square grid such that the area of triangle RST is 2/3 the area of rectangle STUB. So first thing, you need to know what is the area of triangle RST. So formula for finding area of triangle is half times base times height. So we need to find the base. So my base is actually here. So my base is actually S to T. So it's 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit, 5 units. So I can just write half times 5 units and the height. Students, you guys need to take note is that when you find the height, you need to find the perpendicular height. So what do I mean by the perpendicular height? You have to find the height. So the height is obviously from R to T, but you cannot just measure the height directly like this. You cannot just measure like this. So 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit. It's not like that. You need to find the height which is from here, all the way here. This is the perpendicular height of the triangle, and this is the 90 degree. That's why it's perpendicular. So it's 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit. Yes. So half times this, you should get 10 units square. So if you want a rectangle STUB with the area that is 3/2 of the triangle, so you can say these 2 units belong to a triangle, 3 units belong to the rectangle. So 10 divided by 2 times 3, 15 units square. So you want a rectangle that is 15 units square, and you need to include S and T. So S and T we know from here to here is 5 units. So what times 1 give you 15? So 5 units times 3 units give you 15. So actually it's just another 3 units up. 1, 2, 3. Actually it's being drawn. This question paper is actually taken online. So I'll actually include the link if you guys are interested. It's free online. I'll include the link in the description box so that all of you can follow my videos if you guys want, or you can just get the resource for free. So this, after drawing your rectangle, please use a pencil during exam. Yeah, and just label, so S, T, U, and V. Normally the leveling of the points go in a direction. It's either in a normally in a clockwise direction. So S, T, U, V. We don't normally write S, T, V, U because we look at the question. Okay, next, last two questions, and we are done. The figure below is an incorrect net of a cube. Put two crosses on the two square faces that are incorrect. So they tell you that this net of a cube is incorrect, and they tell you that two of our faces are wrong. They want you to cross it out. So a net of a cube obviously the most common net is like that. Okay, so you fold this side, you fold this side, you fold this up, then this one you fold up also, and this goes on top. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in this diagram I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't have 8 of them here. Okay, so they want you to cross out the wrong one. So normally if it was a proper net, it has to be in the middle sections are most probably correct. It won't be wrong. Because you can't cross something out in the middle and the whole net will just break. Let's say if I cross here, the whole thing will be break into half. So let's try to imagine if I were to fold this up, and this up. I assume that this is my centerpiece. This one, okay, let's put a dot here so that you guys can know that this is a centerpiece. So if I fold this up, this piece will actually go to this side. Okay, and when this folds up, this piece will go to the top above, directly opposite of this square. So I can say that this is actually wrong, but let's not cross first. So let's say I just draw a line first to say that it's wrong. So if this is wrong, then we still have this side is going up, right? This piece can also be wrong. So my net can be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this goes to here, this goes to the top, this goes here. Yeah. Otherwise, I think there should be other answers as well. Let's try and figure out if there's other answers. So let me draw here. Please mind my drawing isn't very good. Okay, so if we take this as the centerpiece, this goes here. When this folds up, this folds up, this goes here. So this 4 piece actually cover the 4 sides already, and this piece will actually cover the top, which is directly opposite of this. So with that I can say that this is wrong and this is wrong too, if I take this as the centerpiece. Yeah. So okay, last question. In the figure below, CDEF is a rhombus with DEF equals to 108 degrees. ABCD is a trapezium with CD parallel to EF. Please take note of this. CD is parallel to EF. So let me see where is C. This should be my C. So CD is parallel to EF, and they told you CDEF is a rhombus, and ADC is 35 degrees. So find angle BCF, which is this. Okay, for a trapezium, ABCD, the top and the bottom add up to 180 degrees. So these two should give me 180 degrees. With that, I can actually find what is, let me use another red pen. So this part in red, you can actually find what is it, which is 180 degrees minus 35 degrees, which is 145 degrees. Okay, next, all you need is, now you need this part so that you can find out what is this angle. So for a rhombus, the opposite side should be the same, so this should be 108 degrees. So angle at the point is actually 360 degrees. So we take 360 degrees minus 145 degrees minus 108 degrees. So I should have 107 degrees. Yeah, I think that's my answer. Okay, so 107 degrees. Okay, so that's all for Anglo Chinese School Primary P6 Combined Prelim Paper 2019. So this is the paper 1, booklet A and B. So in the next session, I'll be doing the paper 2. Do stay tuned. If you like my content, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.